Today has been a horrible day. One of the worst, honestly. Everything went wrong. My brother pulled his back out and had to take the day off, go to urgent care, get shot in his back. He's got problems. And Thursdays are when my dad takes the day off, works from home, whatever. Normally not a problem, but on this day, it was a problem. I kind of went into work focused, like, all right, I gotta, step up and make sure everything runs smooth, make sure that, we get the job done. It's an important day. And one of our drivers came in to work, informed us of some stuff, and he needed to switch his route. So that was kind of through the first monkey wrench in. We had a couple extra pickups and more shopping than normal because of the holiday coming up. People are bulking up. And so I did all the shopping, which I volunteered for. Made the most sense. Keep Travis there at the dock, make sure things running smooth, things get loaded, packed, all that sort of thing. One of us should always be there, in my opinion. And so it took me, I don't know, a little over an hour to do all the shopping. I get back, I unload it, run in, start doing price changes and updates and whatnot. Multiple things I had to make sure my brother knew, like, hey, use this one, not this one. You give this one to that person, that sort of thing. And then we realized I somehow wrote down the wrong quantity of turkey breasts, and I had to go back to get 2 more because, again, these customers, Sloan Wickenburg route, so they get 2 orders a week, and next week they only get 1. So very important we give them everything they need. So I ran back to Costco, grabbed the turkey, come back, and right away realized there was another mistake, but not one we could fix. And then something else. It was like back to back, like this and that, and just kind of set the tone of like, oh man, what the hell is going on? Things are just falling apart. And we get ready to get the trucks out. We're gonna put a spare tire on. We had a flat tire with one of the vans. My brother put the spare on. They went and got the tire fixed, put the tire back on, but then they put the spare back on. So Dad and I put the spare back on before the driver left. And then the drivers left. I helped my brother load his truck, get his paperwork ready. Our spice guy showed up for his delivery. He's been in Europe for like 3 weeks, so wanted to catch up with him. Customer calls me. Her invoice was for $2,500 because I accidentally fat fingered 1306. It should have been 1306. Missed the decimal point there. And so her 2 bags of potatoes cost her $2,600. So she calls me and she's like, we got a problem. And she kind of tells me her employee wrote the check. Like, first issue, they didn't look and go, I'm sorry, is that correct? $1,300 for a bag of potatoes? Like, what? No, she didn't question it. She just wrote the check and handed it to my driver, in which case my driver didn't notice the check of being $2,700 and looking at the invoice and going, $1,300 for a bag of potatoes? That doesn't sound right. 2 people let this happen. Granted, I know I'm the one who made the mistake. I know that I'm the one who fat fingered it, saved it, printed it, don't look at the numbers. I'm just literally looking at the name of the customer and the address and which order they get put in for the routes. Didn't notice the number. My bad. My mistake. I own that. Not a big deal. Wrote the check up, I'll collect another one next week. Not a big deal. Just, it was another thing on the pile. Then I get a text message from, right after that, go out on the dock to help my brother pick up anything, put stuff away. He mentions bananas. There's 2 bunches of bananas sitting on the dock. I look over the bananas, I look at him, I go, he's like, yeah, I wrote down 2 bananas, and it's supposed to be 2 cases, and you gave me 2 bunches. And immediately my heart sunk, because I know what customer that's for. She takes 2 cases of bananas every order, twice a week. How did I not remember that? How did I not think to, hey, buy 2 cases of bananas? And at this point, the truck's already gone. It already left. And I didn't take it off the invoice because I didn't know there were, like, it was just a total, like, what the hell? Not only did I not remember to buy the bananas, when I saw 2 bananas, it didn't click those were 2 cases. Like, it just, boom, boom, boom. Then I update her invoice, do all the price changes, remove one item that I know I didn't buy, and just completely somehow glossed over 2 cases of bananas on her invoice. So then I print, give them to the driver leaves. Brother informs me about it, and it just I blew a gasket. I literally, like, I lost a gasket. My gasket blew. I'm like, oh my God. We're closed on Monday. She can't go a whole week on 2 cases of bananas. Like, oh. Or I'm sorry, like, she can't go a whole week with no bananas. Like, that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking. So that, the check, and then another customer of mine calls me and says, I gave him the wrong, I gave him Scotch Brite sponges. He wanted Scotch Brite pads. Simple mistake. Scotch Brite pads. I just assumed the yellow sponge with the green thing. Nope, he wants the full green things. It's for his grill. Got it. One of those things is just kind of slightly, no problem. Though that's an easy fix. He's on the end of Wickenburg. I can get to him, no problem. Then I get a text message from another customer. She said pepper packets. My brain immediately goes to black pepper packets. We have pepper and salt packets. Nope. She started making pizzas. She wanted crushed red pepper packets. And she said, I'm sorry, I should have clarified. And I'm like, no, I should have known that they're pepper packets. You ordered Parmesan packets last month. Maybe you ordered crushed red pepper before. I don't know. But when you said pepper packets, my brain just went to black pepper packets. And even when I wrote it down and went in the cooler to get them today, I grabbed the box and, yeah. I mean, she serves food, so pepper packets are viable. But no, it's the moment she said it, I was like, duh. I was just so off my game today. And I don't know why. Like, I was focused. I felt more focused. I felt like I was more like, let's get this job done. I didn't listen to podcasts after I drive in, I listen to my news podcast. But once I got to work, I put my earbuds in and I go shopping or do whatever, I'm running around, I put on techno music and I was just like jamming out. And like I said, I felt like I was so focused. I felt like I was like, let's get this job done. Let's knock this out. Let's just crush it. And yet I made all of these mistakes. Questioning one of my drivers, like I'm seeing on the GPS and going like, what is he doing? And then didn't realize he talked to my brother and he changed his route. So to me, it looks like he's doing all these detours. And I'm like, what? Oh man, I left at 3, went to Costco, got the bananas. My brother, we and I were originally talked about like, hey, one of us is going to deliver this tonight. I said I'd do it. He goes, he said he'd do it. He took the ownership that he made the mistake of not writing cases or pounds. He just wrote 2. It should have been either 2 pounds or 2 cases. Like, you got to denominate, right? Or pieces, or there's a sign for pieces. We have code, talk, whatever. But like I said, I didn't catch it. Twice I didn't catch it, bro. And he's like, yeah, but I also didn't say anything to you when you were going back to Costco a second time. I hadn't gotten to her order yet, so I didn't know. But I didn't see the 2 cases. I should have asked you, hey, are they out of bananas? Hey, were there no green bananas? I should have said something. So again, we kept going back and forth taking ownership of it. I was like, he said he'll take it. I said, all right. Then I get the other phone calls from the other customers, and I was like, you know what, dude, don't worry about the bananas now. I got 2 other customers to do. I'll do it all in the morning. He goes, well, let me just do the Salome, and you can do the Wickenburg. Again, this is who we are. We keep trying to take stuff off each other's plates, and I'll let me do it. No, you let me do it. Da, da, da. That's how we do it. And then, so I end up getting the bananas, going towards home. I text the customer, hey, how late are you going to be there? She calls me, says, oh my God, please don't make a special trip. I'm like, what? She said, oh God, no, like there's no, I thought your brother was already on his way or in the area or something like that, or maybe he was doing Wickenburg, he was going to come back down. Like, don't make a special trip. Don't ever make a special trip. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I texted you, said I was going to bring it today or tomorrow, and you said, great. I said, my brother will bring it today. You said, I appreciate it. You never said, don't worry about it. Oh. So all this stress and all this freaking out, and she was like, it's fine. I'll get my own bananas. It's fine. All in all, I'm sharing this with you because I didn't vlog at all today. In fact, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was like, let me get the camera out. Let me record this. Let me document this. It goes in line with what I talked about in yesterday's vlog. I don't create. What I create is the documentation of my life, of my day, of my feelings, of my experiences. And now I'm sharing this raw moment with you. And no one that I mentioned am I upset at. No one that I mentioned is at fault, except for myself. I had a bad day. It happens. We all have it. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's Friday, 3-day weekend. Like, it's going to be a great day. But today was the worst day because it was my turn. It was just my turn. I hope your day was better than mine.